G'day, that's Slot Car Guy here and welcome back to another slot car review, and today I'm going to do a product review, the Carson Scalextric to Carrera digital chip. What is it? Well, it's going to be fitted to the Australian released Jaguar XJS. This will allow me to run Carrera digital on a Scalextric car. So welcome back to another review, and yes, we are talking the Carson Carrera digital chip for your Scalextric cars. So what does this do? Well, this replaces the DPR window perfectly for your Scalextric cars. Now, like every collector, I have a lot of Scalextric cars in my collection, but I cannot run them on my digital setup. Yes, on my Evolution I can, but on my digital setup, no, I can't. This allows you to do it, and it is so simple to install. This video is going to be very, very quick. And as I said, it replaces your DPR window perfectly. Everything plugs in, your lights, it allows you to change lanes, but let's do a quick install just to show how simple this is. And if you do have some Scalextric cars lying around and you have a digital track, well, here's your answer. So before we install the Carson chip into this beautiful Scalextric Jaguar, let's have a look at what you get in the box itself. Now, of course, instructions. Now, the only thing I'm going to say is really important in this is the voltage that this chip can handle. Minimum voltage is 12 volt, which is Scalextric power, and of course 14.8, which is your Carrera. So this will handle both power outputs. Of course, being a Carrera chip, the 14.8 has to be there. So let's have a look at the chip itself. What else do we get in here? Now, I'll show you these wires first. You get two sets, negative and positives. Now, they're for your front and rear lights, which you will plug into the chip itself and solder onto your existing lights, or you can run your own, and I'll show you where they go right now. Now, here is your chip itself on this little circuit board. Now, your bigger plug is for your power, and your left and right plug, the smallers, are for your front and rear tail lights, which is really cool. Let's flip it upside down. And I did say this replaces your DPR window, perfectly cut out for your Scalextric car, and of course there is the sensor to change lanes on your Carrera track. Very simple, very easy to install. It's literally one plug and one screw. So let's go ahead and install this on my Scalextric Jaguar. Alrighty, so I've got my chip here. I'm not even going to take the shell off. This is how simple it is. You'll take out the screw that's on your existing window. Now, this is a non-digital Scalextric car already, so it's just a plastic window itself with the plug, which I'll pull out, and it's simple as removing the existing window and literally plugging it, if I go the right way around, plugging it in like so, pushing it all back in, putting your clips down, screw back in, which you'll use the existing screw, and there you go. This thing is digital ready. How simple was that? So you don't even need to take off the shell. You remove the existing window, DPR plastic window, with one screw only, replacing it, putting the power back in, and we are ready to go. Alrighty, so we've fitted the Carson digital chip to our Scalextric Jaguar. Let's turn on our power base. Of course, it's a digital power base. I'm running wireless, so I'll quickly set up my wireless controller. Now we need to map the car to my controller, pressing code, put the car on the track. Press our magic button, and are we digital ready? Let's find out. We are digital ready. So now let's test to see if this thing will change lanes. So we've got one final test. We know that the Carson chip is working perfectly now on our track, but will it change lanes? And of course, here is our sensor which needs to speak to the sensors prior to the lanes changeover. So let's test and see if this Carson chip allows us to change lanes. And there you have it, one Scalextric car that is Carrera digital ready. So what's my verdict on the Carson Scalextric to Carrera digital chip? Well, first off, it was probably the most simplest thing I've ever done to a slot car. All it took was one screwdriver, one screw, and literally plugged in this chip, and off she went. And it replaced the original window perfectly. Of course, it's exactly the same. It's just got a chip behind it. So that's a no-brainer, and that's simple, and anyone can tackle it. It married up to my controller with no issues, and of course I showed on video that it does change lanes, no issues at all. Do you have a Carson chip at home though? Because of course if you're running multiple, I've only run one, has it had any issues? I don't know, but from what I've tested, it is perfect, and a massive thank you to ARMCHAIR RACER, who did send this to me to test to see if I actually thought this would be a worthy product to promote on my channel. And yes, it definitely is, because I've got a huge Scalextric collection that sits there, and I only run that on my Evolution track, but now I can run it on my digital track. So if you are already invested in digital Carrera already, you know, buying one of these isn't going to throw you over the edge, but it'll allow you to run other brands on your track. So a massive yes to me. So thank you, Armchair Racer. I think it's a really, really good product. But as always, at That Slot Car Guy on Instagram and YouTube. What's your thoughts? Do you have a Carson chip? Have you had any issues with it? Are you running him now? Let me know in the comments, because I think this product is absolutely incredible. But as always, be safe, take care, ciao.